those other people I've mentioned. I mean, even when I was going to the hospital, my wrists, my hands, my upper bottom, everything, I got a nasty bruise on my thigh. I was like, all my injuries. And that weird man from next door. It was early hours in the morning. Came out nosy. Didn't have to be out. It's none of his business. I mean, there's security cameras on. He could just put the security on. I mean, however it is, via internet, via media, the TVs, whatever. But, oh no, he came out. He had nowhere to go. He had to do nothing. Obviously, even the paramedics asked him, "Are you going somewhere?" And I even said, "You're stalking me. Please go away. Leave me alone. This is none of your business." And I told the paramedics he's been stalking me more than 3 years now. I told him there was a time I told him he was stalking me. He would not stop all the way to the elevator, and the paramedics would not let him on the same elevator as us. That was really good. And the paramedic kept saying he was weird. That man from next door was, excuse me, is weird. Finally got out the building and got to the hospital. Nothing was mental health. It was just all physical. I've had x-rays done. Although x-rays don't show and tell everything, I should have had an ultrasound and an MRI done. I didn't get. And I just wanted to come home and rest. Now, whoever told the police and the alleged coroner that I killed my mother, that my mother was outside, we were home arguing and or banging on walls, lied, as I've mentioned before. 7:01 p.m. I phone called for a taxi to bring us home. So we weren't home long enough. We had been out before 8:30 a.m. that day. So there was nobody doing anything. Here was quiet. It was quiet. There was nobody. My mom and I. No, nobody. Just my cat and some plants. I don't even keep music on or anything so that my cat can enjoy something. He gets quiet. Uh, and he's never been disturbed. And the media reported, I found at least 3 reports. It was not suspicious death, yet the police and that alleged coroner came with it being a suspicious death. They never mentioned who that other person is in the media that I know of. The police and that coroner accused me of all sorts, killed my mother, and they would not let it stop until they saw my mother because they wanted to witness that my mother was alive. And, well, and then I Googled that according to Canadian law, I did not have to let them in. I refused them entry because they had not any proof. They did not have a warrant. And I never saw any document. And even if I did, they didn't have any just cause. And there was 4 other cases that they could have used, and they did not. They had no evidence. They had not any proof. So they brutally forced entry and assaulted me several times over, forced their way in, scared my mom, who has many health. I mean, she takes medication. She uses a walker. She's disabled. She has this and that and everything else, right? And then they were like, "Oh, we made a mistake." Did they ever rectify? I mean, those accusers, for one, are they staff downstairs? They should have been fired. 2, when I reached out to somebody, they should have been sued for slander and defamation. 3, the whole lot of them should have gotten fired, lost their jobs for not investigating before they came, instead of having a pre-existing vendetta. And any of them on my social media, such as Return of the Bellis Greenwich, me, and Living Well with Sinus Bradycardia, also known as me, Avril, AVRIM. Again, that's internet trolling, etc. They should have been fired a long time ago, and again, once more, maybe even sued. And they should get arrested for trespass and assault. I mean, you all saw the bruises. I'll show you another bruise. November